All those nerves are now just like adrenaline 1000. I am, holy crap.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Jared, and this is Wrench Every Day. And this is kind of the last day to have any hope of getting Earl Leaker here, our 1990 Nissan 300ZX, or we could call him the Nissan 740ZX, as he now has a 454 cubic inch big block engine out of a work truck from the mid-80s. Very questionable idea. But this is the platform that I decided would be perfect to build for the Cleetus and Car burnout competitions that happen all across the country. And when I heard there was happening at Bristol Motor Speedway, I was like, there's no better place to debut a car. There's one small problem. There's an astronomical amount of work left. There's still some parts that have to get here, and there's almost no time. Now, I'm sure you like to, at times, make bets and wagers with your friends, and because of editing delays, I threw a whole lot at Editor Dwayne all at once. You're actually seeing this after the event. But I am betting 100% on myself that I'll be doing a burnout at Cleetus and Cars this weekend. Yes, I believe in myself. I'm gonna do it. But because you're actually seeing this after the event, you have the powers of Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. You already know what happened. And with all that future knowledge of sports outcomes and event outcomes, you're going to be able to make a whole lot of money by going ahead and heading on over to DraftKings, today's sponsor, and placing your bets.
All right, guys, quick aside. There's something that you might not know about me, and that is I am not very good at sports. But sometimes I like to watch people who are good at sports. And sometimes I like to place bets on those people who are very, very good at sports. That's why I'm excited to announce that we are being sponsored by DraftKings. This episode is being sponsored by DraftKings, and they are giving away $200 in free bets to new customers when you place a $5 or more wager on the football team of your choosing. Plus, with same game parlays, you can combine multiple bets from the same game to give yourself a shot at even bigger winnings all season long. And for those states where sports betting is not yet available, don't forget about DraftKings Daily Fantasy, where they've been innovating even more ways to win some serious cash this football season. So definitely go check out the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. It's in the link in the video description below. And with our promo code, you can get $200 in free bets when you place a $5 wager. That's the link in the description below. Go check it out right now.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and quickly recap everything we've got left to do. And I'm kind of, misleading you by saying it's going to be quick, because it's a lot. So we're just going to talk quickly. We still have the entire cooling system to go. We did just get the cooling fans in so we can start mounting that radiator in. I got the adapters in so we can keep our throttle bodies turned sideways and fit on our tunnel ram intake. We got to get our catch can mounted. We need to plumb brakes. We need to plumb fuel. We need to mount a seat. We need to mount fire suppression. That's just for me. It's not a requirement of the rules, but I'd rather, if something catches fire, be able to put it out, like me. It's a whole lot. So let's go ahead and try to get our throttle bodies on and a throttle cable. That'll be a big win, and then we can look at what's coming after that.
I don't cross my T's. I don't dot my I's. I won't say pretty please, or speaking little white lies. I've got a rebel soul. 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 Just get down with it, down with it, down with it. Just get down.
Well, I kind of shot myself in the foot. If you saw, we got our adapters on, we got the throttle bodies on. Of course, brand new part out of the box. I had to sand the screws down so they'll fit in the plates correctly, but we have them sitting how they're supposed to, and I opened my throttle linkage kit. And because I was not expecting to have carburetors turned 90 degrees, well, I say carburetors, throttle bodies, same thing. The throttle bodies, carburetors, they're same platform. Either way, had to turn them 90. So my linkage is designed for inline carburetors and throttle bodies, where the throttle linkages are in front of each other, not pulling sideways. And there's not enough pieces in that kit, and there's nothing that I can even come close to getting to put together. Basically, the nearest solution is a 7-hour round trip drive, and I have about 20 hours of work left to go. So I'm having to do something that I really don't like to do, because I have always figured it out, but I think we're failing here with Earl. It's not going to make it to Bristol tomorrow, and it hurts. Just over 8 days was a little bit overly ambitious of time to build the car. And some of you may say, why didn't you build it sooner? I was waiting on parts, and I'm still had parts trickling in, and we've done everything we could, but when you're doing something so questionable, there's delays in getting things. So it perhaps was way over ambitious. So the good news is there's Cletus and Cars on November 19th, and Earl will be there because we're so close. And now I know the last couple pieces, and that's where we're going to make the debut. But I'm not giving up. I bet on myself doing a burnout in Bristol Motor Speedway. So we're going to do a burnout at Bristol Motor Speedway. That's not the one we're taking. I got another car I need to run and track some parts down for and get ready and get loaded. But the hardest thing to do is accept that it is okay to fail. There's nothing else I can do. There's no amount of favors I can call in. Poor, glorious Earl. The more I look at it, it was a dumb, overly ambitious goal. And I don't want you guys to ever be afraid of making dumb, overly ambitious goals. You just have to let yourself fail. And that is, again, I struggle with it. It's hard. I'm not happy with it. But I'm turning this failure into success in a different way. And we're still going to be there. I hope you guys have already potentially seen the event. But we're getting caught up. So now you know the reality that this isn't a magical TV show. Things don't always work out. But the good news is it gave another project a name. The failure finally gave a car that's been needing a name. Okay, you don't need to see me bummed anymore. I've got some more work to do. We're actually going to pick you guys back up on the road trip to Bristol, Tennessee.
All right, we are here at Bristol bright and early. We've been hanging out with the PFI Speed guys and Derek. It's been a whole lot of fun hanging out with everyone. It's lifted the moods a little bit about failing with burnout car number 1, but we always do have plan B. That's right, we have our Car Trek Drift BMW that we built. We bought from Tyler. It was used in season 7, and it's what we're burning out. Of all the vehicles in the fleet, it's the one that I am least upset if I tap a wall with. Now, if you're not completely familiar with what this BMW is, I'm kind of surprised, but it is a E30 chassis that has the 540 V8 swapped into it that we've done a bunch of drift suspension modifications to, and we had to throw some steel wheels on it for burnout, and we are going to keep Tyler and let him come along for the ride, because that's probably how I'll look as we're flying around inside. So we're going to walk around and just kind of enjoy some sights and experience all of the insanity that is Cletus and Cars, and just have a good time. Here are some of the Bristol 1000 cars, all painted up, ready to go. Some of them are running pretty basic paint schemes here. Demolition matte.
some over. I think those are some of the backup cars. They should probably get some Dodge Chargers. They want fast cars that are reliable. Check out these rides. You got Matt from Demo Ranch, Derek Vice Grip Garage. Those things are looking fantastic. It's kind of sad. I was talking with Robbie Gordon yesterday, and he said I probably won't be able to drive one. Derek just fits, even if I were to lose weight. Just, I'm a big guy, and they're small trucks, so I'll just watch my friends go out and have a great time. We got everyone getting set up. We're here to just kind of walk and enjoy one particular view. Now, if we look at the Burnout Pit, that is the tightest, most technical one I think they've ever had an event. I believe you come in that side and you kind of want to shoot into that opening, but then you also need to get back over there as quickly as possible and cover all of that ground. I'm really curious to kind of watch some of the other people go, and let's just try not to make a fool of ourselves. So to kind of give you an idea of how small and narrow and complex, you come in there, that's probably where you want to aim on your tip in. You got to aim into there, you fill out over to here, and there's just no room anywhere. We got Brent, PFI Speed Brent and Jamie. They're both practicing on their scooters. Brent, you need more tire smoke. So something is so hard to illustrate is how steep this track is. This is looking straight out. Let's see how high we can manage to climb this. I'm gonna try to just keep the camera straight. Oh man. I don't know, let's see, can you tell how crooked I'm standing with the legs? This is just one of the two lines.
This is awesome. Are you guys all ready?
Yeah. They are getting everyone hyped and ready. We are in the Rivals line, and this is absolutely insane. We are going to do our best, most fun time that we possibly can, and I'm excited to share it with you, and we'll see what the Car Trek BMW does.
That's a Cessna 310. He's got a Cessna on the burnout mat. Oh, I see a tail tap. Damn.
So what do you think so far?
This is incredible.
Like, you've been to nearly every Cletus
Yeah,
cars.
every one but one.
And this is just, like, the size of the crowd.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The crowd, the sounds, the energy,
stadium trucks, like
stadium,
this.
This is crazy.
This is insane.
That's what we need.
We need to hear some noise.
All right, it is Burnout Rivals time. I'm suited up. I've just got to throw gloves and a helmet on. We're going to call out and get called out onto the track soon. And it is my goal to put on the best possible show in this car. It's just, we're here to have fun and do our best to do a show. I'm incredibly nervous because I've done burnouts and just all kinds of ridiculous stuff my entire life. But suddenly you put it in front of a massive crowd and the nerves sink in. So make questionable choices.
Jared, what's the plan?
The plan is to hit every wall and pop some tires.
We can't wait to see you go, brother.
I hope I don't do anything to it.
Just rip it. You know how to do it.
All right, good show time.
Okay, so that was everything we planned.
It was
like,
he executed it perfectly.
I'm doing what they said.
And he did it perfectly.
Dude, like he went into that corner and I was like, too fast. What the Not too fast.
It was awesome.
That was amazing. I need some footage from the outside. But we just barely skimmed a wall once and we covered every inch of that box. All those nerves are now just like adrenaline 1000. I am, holy crap. Let me just walk you around the car and show you how good that went. Guys, popping your tires on your first time out is insanely hard to do. I got both. We covered every inch of that box and we only just barely kissed the wall once. Like seriously, I don't know if it could have gone any better. I am on cloud 9.
You crushed it.
Dude,
Yeah, right.
I put the show on. That's what I wanted.
That was sick.
Holy
That was
cow.
like a clinic. You were just everywhere.
I
You-
saw
the whole
someone point
place-
to one corner. I'm like, oh, I got to go there. I popped one, and it felt like the other went.
Well,
so
I was
stopped.
saying one because you had one tire left.
It felt like it. It felt like I swung it. Like I got, as soon as I turned around and let off the brake, let it roll back. It felt like I got there.
The white line, you were backwards, just like we talked about.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And you were going fast enough, I was like, oh, too fast. And then I heard the clutch dump, and I was like, oh, he's got it.
He's got it. Wow, that was amazing. Great job.
I just
What
have
a
to find
show.
the key. I have to find where the key goes. It falls out.
Oh, it's probably under the seat or in the back.
You did fantastic.
Dude, I just want to do a good show.
You definitely did a good job. It was awesome.
All right, so today has been absolutely amazing. We kind of started the episode off with a little bit of defeat and disappointment by not having Earl ready for the event, but Plan B, MW, came in swinging and did absolutely amazing. I had butterflies all day. I was incredibly nervous all day just because, yes, I can drive. I'm fairly confident at doing these things. I've done donuts and burnouts, but there's something about doing it in front of a massive, massive crowd. This atmosphere is insane. If you ever have an opportunity to go to a Cletus and Cars event, I recommend it. The atmosphere here is insane. There are so many different YouTubers and personalities that you might love to meet. It's been a blast. I feel like I hit it out of the park. So yeah, we are gonna go ahead and finish Earl, and he'll be at Cletus and Cars in November, where we're gonna swing even harder, because I got some good positive feedback from some of the judges on some of the point scores, and you know, tire smoke was one of the things we lost a little bit of points on, which is okay. We covered every inch of that box. We checked every box our car and driver skill was able to, and I'm over the moon excited. Get to hang with amazing people, and it's been an absolute blast. So appreciate you guys, as always, hanging out with us while we make very questionable choices and take a fairly nice drift car and run it through a burnout pit and do awesome. So as always, you guys should also make questionable choices. And when it comes to coming to a burnout contest, build a car and go have fun. We'll see you.
Let's go,